welcome back. I have another unboxing to do. Let's see what we got. Ow, that didn't hurt. I am really excited for this book. I saw it and I was like, it is gloss, which I really like because it makes it shiny. I love this font of this. It is There Came a Knocking by McCool. I'm excited to read this. I just keep saying that, that's all. Let me read the summary real quick. Best friends, Jessica and Danielle, are in for the fight of their lives as they fall victim to a home invader. However, this intruder isn't there to rob them of the little they have. A simple game is all he's after, and they have no choice but to play. This horror thriller calls back to the clown epidemic of 2016, where clown sightings became a regular occurrence for reasons that still remain a mystery. Oh my gosh. That time was insane. 2016 was not a real year, I swear. I'm so excited. Okay, all right, I'm gonna read it, and then I will let you know what I think. I'm back. I really enjoyed this. It was suspenseful. It was a little scary, and it kept me on my toes. Two best friends, their house gets broken into by a clown. Great, amazing. From 2016, the clowns. Oh my gosh. Do you remember that? Do you remember the pandemic? That was insane. That was insane. I really enjoyed the beginning when you get to know Danielle and Jessica. You get to know their aspirations. You get to know what they want in the future. One of them has a boyfriend, and they realize, oh, I don't see a future with you. Like, why are you here? And I'm like, good for you, girl. Good for you. And the reasoning for the killer killing them, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense in today's world. It's spoiler time. I'm gonna have spoilers. I'm just about to say spoilers. So if you want to skip this part, go to the time I have below, and that'll be done with the spoiler part. Surprise, surprise, I talked about the whole book. Go ahead and skip to the time. If you want to just go ahead and bypass that, it's totally up to you. Anyway, here we go. So basically, this clown dude, he's like, we're the unhappies or whatever. We hate anyone who's hypocritical and stuff like that, and I don't know, whatever. But in the beginning, Danielle bumps into this dude on a bike. Doesn't even hurt him. He's fine. He's obviously fine, but he stares at her for a really long, uncomfortable amount of time. It's the middle of the night, and she wanted a burrito, so she got a burrito, and that's what led to this. She bumped into this guy, and she was like, a dude on a bike, and then someone came and knocked on her window, and that's the burrito guy, and he's like, are you okay? And she's like, oh yeah, I'm fine, I just, there's this dude, whatever. She goes home to her friend Jessica, who wants to be a social media influencer but with yoga. Anyway, Danielle's the one with a boyfriend. The boyfriend's already there, and then they get in an argument, her and the boyfriend. Long story short, they start hearing things. They think that it's Braden, the boyfriend, but it's not. Instead, it's this dude that was on the bike, and I knew this from the beginning, of course, especially whenever, I can't remember if it was I think it was Danielle that found the bike. Danielle found the bike, and I was like, why didn't it click that this bike looked familiar? But it was the middle of the night, blah blah. The clown knocked out the lights, snuck in through, I don't know. The only other thing that really kind of threw me was the quickness in which things happened. Like, he was like, uh-oh, where'd the lights go? Right outside the window, and then immediately after the lights went off. It's, so in my head I was like, oh, there's two of them. But it was really just the one. That was it. It was just like, it didn't fit with how fast it was going. Either way, it was still really good. Anyway, the clown was the guy on the bike, and he was upset that Danielle didn't stop and roll down the window and apologize and check on him. And I was like, you know what, that sounds right in this day and age. People get upset over the smallest thing. Anyway, the ending, this is the big spoiler, I guess. He's like, oh, come out and play. Let's play a game. Only one of you can live. And there's this old couple that lived next door, which I was, they died, and I was so upset. I was so upset. I was like, no. Anyway, she was still alive. She watched her husband die. And then Jessica had to choose, Danielle had to choose who was gonna live. And she was like, Jessica, because best friend and longer lifespan. And then he was like, wrong choice. And then he made Jessica choose. And she wouldn't choose, she said neither, and he got upset that she wasn't playing the game how he wanted to play it, so he shot Danielle and the old lady, handed her the shotgun. She was framed for all the murders and because there's a serial killer thing that's happening. He also killed the pizza girl. No, poor baby. I was so upset. I was like, no, not her. She was so sweet. Anyway, long story short, 8 months of going through the court system and everything, and our whack justice system, everyone already deemed her as guilty, which is terrible because we are innocent till proven guilty, but the media plays it different to get views. Anyway, they convicted her of the serial killings, the murders, even though all evidence was stacked against her, which I think was dumb. And as she was walking away, really good image though, this last bit, as she was walking away and the doors were closing, she sees him in the back. She would know that smile and those dead eyes anywhere. And he gave her a finger gun as the doors closed on her. Great image, great imagery. I loved it. And then it turns out he was also playing the victim card, like, well, I was just on my bike one night and I saw blah 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 blah. So anyway, I really enjoyed this. I don't think I've ever read a slasher book. I think I've seen movies, of course, you know, because those exist. This one is really cool. It's really cool to read a slasher book. Highly recommend it. It's There Came a Knocking by John McCool. Really liked it. Go check it out. Links in this description. Thank you for watching. I had a lot of spoilers. I just had to talk about it because I was so excited about it. All right. Adios.